welcome back to my channel. For today's video I am gonna do what is on my iPhone, because I did one of these, I'm pretty sure it was like nearly 2 years ago now, and I got the new iPhone 13 and I just thought, do you know what, I thought I might as well just do an updated one, because my phone is not going to be the same as it was, like, because obviously we've had like the iOS 14 stuff, and like my phone is like got a completely different layout, and I'm pretty sure I don't have half of the apps that I did when I did my other video. So I thought, why is this not focusing on my face? Thank you for focusing on my face, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I thought I would do an updated one. That is why I'm sat a little bit off centre, so you'll have a lovely screen recording. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So this is my home screen. It's my little kitty cat. I love him so much and I'm so glad that I put him as my lock screen. Okay, so we are on the home screen. So if I swipe to the other side, I've just got like, I don't really have very much in this, to be honest. It has my screen time in it, which is interesting to see. I haven't really been on my phone much today. And it also, I like it because it tells you like your phone charge, your watch charge, and then my AirPod percentage. And then after that, if you swipe back onto the actual like home screen, we just have like my, I think it's called dock, I'm not really sure what it's called, but that's just literally got my camera, because I always seem to be on my camera at the moment, because if you haven't noticed, I've been really into like filming reels and filming TikToks and putting them on YouTube and stuff. So I've been using that. That was one of the reasons, it was the only reason why I wanted to upgrade my phone, just because the charge on my old phone wasn't quite holding up. I mean, I had it 2 years, so I mean, understandable, and lockdown, using it for FaceTimes, like it kind of ruined the whole battery of it. But because this camera is like just insane, really, like I just love it so much. Like the cinematic mode is just these front cameras, like some of the photos that I've got from this camera are just amazing. I'm never really one for cameras on phones, but this, honestly, this is the first phone that I've noticed a huge difference. So if that's anything to say about this like 13, that's all I have to say. I then have Safari, which is pretty standard. Messages, I really don't use messages that much, to be honest. All I have is my gym from home keep telling me, would you like to rejoin for £5 a month? But I might do that. That's a conversation that doesn't need to be in this video. I then have Spotify, which I'm pretty sure Elliot is using right now. But yeah, we share the same Spotify, so there's that. Okay, so for every other app on here, it's just the ones that kind of come with the phone. I then have my like sort of one of my widgets. I haven't used Widgetsmith or anything like that because I'm not the one for aesthetically pleasing widgets. I don't know, I just find them really annoying, if I'm honest with you. So I have the weather, because I literally use the weather all the time. I use my watch for the weather all the time. So there's that. I then have my Google Photos, which basically just like gives me loads of photos, and this is what we were doing on a certain day on the 11th of February, apparently. It's showing me the highlights. I think it's because we were just on a woodlandy walk, so it's on that. Thank you for the hot water bottle. As I was saying, I then just have as well on this widget thing, like cluster as they're called, I have my suggested ones, so it's like recent apps that I've used. it's weird because it sometimes uses my location, so often when I go to the gym is in this suggested one, which is kind of nice because I don't have to scroll and like open the folder that the gym app is in, so there is that. I then have another widget which has basically got my Apple Watch like circle rings and stuff like that, so I see how many calories I've burnt today, how many hours of exercise and stuff, instead of obviously looking at my watch, even though I've literally got the watch face which is identical. But if in a scenario where I turned my watch off or my watch died, I could see like where I was at and whether if I wanted to check if I'd closed my circles, because it can get really what's the word, addictive to close all of your circles, because when I upgraded my phone I was really sad because none of my Apple Watch history saved from, I think it was when the update for the iOS 14 came out. I had none of my history of my watch, which was really bizarre because I actually had upgraded my watch before that. So yeah, I don't really know what happened, but never mind, you didn't want to know that. I then have Spotify stuff, so this just like has all of my Spotify recent playlists, so if I did want to go into the Spotify app, I have that. I use my clock all the time. Not the clock. It is the clock. Well done, Lauren, you did that right. I use this app all the time. I use it for the gym, for stopwatch timer, for like making meals and stuff. My last meal obviously took 18 minutes when I was being lazy and didn't decide to cook. I then have my alarm, which is, I do a personal like bedtime thing. I find it so much more helpful than the actual setting your alarm every night, because you don't want an alarm every day of the week. So I have one Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Reminders, that's just sort of average. And then I've got photos and maps, so I have Apple Photos and Google Photos, then I have Google Maps and Apple Maps. I don't like the Apple Maps very much. Find their navigation system just a little bit whack. Google Maps is definitely one for me. Like I prefer the way it's laid out and all of that stuff. I am literally showing you my location. But yeah, I've just got my photos and stuff. So I've been filming a reel today of my doggy walk. And then these were the photos that I took of the dogs last night. Then swiping over, because you can see the rest of those apps, like I've just got a thing of just absolute need them but don't necessarily need them on the actual like apps. Like I'm gonna reach for that, don't need to be in a folder. Apple Store and settings, which I leave them out because I end up like finding something eventually. And then this other page, I've got all of my watch stuff. I did download WidgetSmith, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Like I said, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I think I'll probably try it out, see how I feel. If I don't like it, then I won't go, sort of thing. I then have all of my socials. Now these probably will be the same from last time, but I've got Messenger and I've got YouTube Studio, which you basically just clock your analytics. It's very strange. My YouTube shorts are doing better than my actual YouTube videos, which is very bizarre. But I totally don't mind. My recent video didn't do so well, but I don't really mind. I mean, I love filming YouTube videos, so I'm still going to do it if anybody watches it or not. So there is that. But also 235 subscribers. We're slowly inclining. Which 235 is a nice amount. It's not an overwhelming amount. It's a lovable amount. Then have Facebook, which I really don't go on at all. Like, very rare. WhatsApp, Instagram. I've got 2 Instagrams. So I've got Fitness One, which basically has everything to do with fitness. Like, this is my feed, just everything fitness. I then have, if I just swap accounts, I then have my normal Instagram. I posted a reel, a couple that I also put on my YouTube, but for some reason my reels seem to do a lot better than I originally anticipated. I don't know whether it's because it's a niche market and not many people are doing them, but you know. I then have Snapchat. Hi, you can see some inception here. What was I doing a year ago today? Oh, a nice cute photo of me and my boyfriend and my dog. Very cute. Then have YouTube, obviously, while you're watching this on. And then have TikTok. I'm not going to go on TikTok because I'll get copyrighted, so it's not really point wasting my breath. I then have uni and emails. So I've got Flora, which is I don't use it that much. I use it when I'm really like, I have to get stuff done, but I'm really like procrastinating. And I also use it when I'm writing essays, because I find writing essays in 25-minute chunks so much nicer. And then you also like grow trees and all of that stuff. But for some reason, again, when I updated my phone, I lost all of my trees, which I was really sad about. I then have My Gloss, which is my uni app. I then have Outlook, which is for all of my uni emails. And then I have Gmail, which has got my 2 email accounts on it. I then have a widget, which has basically got Outlook on it, but it basically shows my calendar. So if, let's say, I mean, I know when my lectures are, but if I had like a Teams meeting with like my personal tutor or one of my tutors that isn't normally in my schedule, and I look at this, it's like, this is where I should be now. And yes, it does say I should be in a lecture right now. I then have Deputy. It's my work app. I then have just random stuff. So I've got H&M. Love H&M. Like, absolutely love it. I then have the Gym Group app, which is obviously in my gym for Cheltenham. I then have 3, which is my mobile service app, if that's what you call it. Then I have obviously my banking app. And then I have Amazon. Again, I love a bit of Amazon. I then have iMovie, which I use actually to edit my Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikToks on. Because I don't know, I've just always used iMovie, so yeah, my head's just in iMovie, like train. I then have My Vegan, which I got because I can't remember why I got this app, but I use their protein powder, so it's good for if I want to buy, you know. I then have Gymshark, the clothing app. I did have the Gymshark training app for a while, but it's really, the layout of it really messes with my head, so I might have to give that another go. I may do it as a video, so that might be fun. But as you can see, sadly, my order is still processing from last Thursday, so that's fun. I've already had a moan on my Instagram about that. I then just have my app library, which I think has literally all of my apps in anyway that are on, apart from like the odd apps that I can't be bothered to delete, but literally all those apps, that's all the apps that I have. I didn't want to clog my phone up this time round, just because I found I was like really sentimental about certain apps that I never used. I was like, I'm gonna keep that app just in case, but I never did use it, so that was my intention for this new phone. Hope you enjoyed having a nosy, and I'll see you soon for a new video. This focus square is really winding me up. I can see it in the corner of my eye, so I'm just gonna go, and I hope you enjoy.